So guys, here's the output of door open and close mechanics. As you can see, this is what you will get after following the whole tutorial of mine just for 15 minutes. That's all. So let's get started. So here's our content browser. Here we'll go at the content one and we will create a folder. Let's right click and go to the new folder. Yeah, new folder here, and name it as blueprint. Yeah, we are done. Yeah, so inside it we'll create one more folder name. uh yeah, door blueprint suits it. Yeah, just to organizing things. You should know how to organize things better in Unreal Engine. Here we will create our door blueprint. So here there is blueprint class. As you can see, we'll click on it, and here you can see there is pick parent classes, and there are a lot different kinds of blueprint, and every blueprint has their own meaning into it. As you can see, there is an actor here, and specifically an actor is an object that can be placed or spawned in the world. As you can see here, every actor or every other blueprints has been given a definition of their own. You can read it and understand it. As I told about actor, pawn is an actor that can possess and receive input from controller. So that's the definition of it. We will cover each and every topic soon, but we will currently focus on the door mechanics. And here's the character. A character is a type of a pawn that includes the ability to walk. Basically, it's our third person character. And then it comes player controller. As you can see here, I'm just hovering it. You can pause video and you know read it, and there are other two as well. Yeah. So also in addition, we also have additional things into it, which is down below all classes. You can see here, and those are the other default classes of all classes. For now, we'll go for actor, because we for door mechanics we need actor blueprint. And now here we have created a actor blueprint. We will rename it. Always remember, guys, whenever you rename any blueprint, make it BP. It's better for naming convention. BP door. Yeah. Now we'll open it, and here's our blueprint. And here we will first of all, this is our whole blueprint interface of an actor. We will go to the right left hand side and tap on add. Here we will go for the, here are other stuff also. We'll go for the static mesh. Where is static mesh? Yeah, here. We will need static mesh for the door. Door in the sense door frame. Yeah, cool. Yeah, here is the static mesh. Here we can select a particular door, or just go for the content, and here's the starter content are like, you can get each and everything here. It's by default. Whenever you, or here, add, it's the feature pack. If by chance you have opened any blank project, by choosing the feature pack option, you can get your other default static meshes. So yeah, here we in the props we can go for the door frame first, and then later on we can go for the uh, door. So this is the door frame at first, and Here you can see, here's the door frame, and here we can add one more it, like static mesh or uh, thing into for door maybe. Let me see it. We'll rename it as door, and now we'll look for door thing. Yeah, we need to just adjust it a little bit into the proper edges so it will look perfect. Here's the gizmo. You can pull the yellow or green, I mean green axis, y axis, and you can see it's not that perfect, so we can turn off this snapping, and by this we can move it smoothly. You can check it by all the other sides, compile it and save it. Okay, now the thing we can do is add one more. uh, okay, yeah, here you can see there's a door. mm, yeah, this is the box collision we were finding. You can just make it as a child of the main door, and when you like switch the thing, it will like switch into the rotation thing, it will move like this. And box collision like are really helpful in this mechanism, the door mechanism. We will attach it into the default scene, and also later on we will resize it. Yeah, this is the how it gets open. Here is the hierarchy, which shows that the box, then the door and door frame, and the door is the child of the door frame. That's the hierarchy over here. Okay, so moving forward, as I mentioned earlier, we need to resize it when it's like when the third person gets interacted to the box collision, it will trigger an event. So that's the whole purpose of box collision. It's been used for various um, logics. Now if the third person character get into the box, it will trigger an event. So that's whole thing about. This is our event graph. Here the whole mechanism takes place. Yeah, so for now we don't need, we don't actually need those. So here you can see the box ages. Here we need to trigger event by box. So scroll down here in a detail panel and you can see a lot of events here. We need one of those event. Yeah, on component begin overlaps. Yeah, that's the thing we need. Basically, it says when the component overlaps to the box. Like for example, third person. If the third person overlaps to the box collision here, this event will trigger. And for that, first we need to cast it to the third person. So we will, yeah, other actors overlapped component. So here we will take this node and type cast to third person character. Yeah, So that it's important that the box should know that third person has is the other actor has been overlapped through the box. So here comes the third person character, and by uh, you know if it's interacted, then yeah, the next procedure will come, or if no, the cast will fail. So here I will get player controller. So here's the return value. We will take it and type enable input. I will stick into the player character and connect this into the this. Okay, here the box collision. This is how the enable thing triggers. Here there is other one overlap. So it's just like begin lap opposite thing. It works vice versa. If you overlap, begin overlap, the thing upper code will run, and here I'm writing the code for cast to third person character if the third person character just end been overlapping. So this is the it will be the complete same procedure to end the overlap, and this will get player controller here and disable input. At the first we enabled the input, and here we are disabling input because the third person characters has ended overlap. Okay, here's the thing, here's the third person. So we'll stick this to the disable input. So this is how all the nodes I'm hovering on which are important to create the door open and close mechanics. Now it's just like assigning a key by pressing a key something. Here I used flip flop. Basically, the thing flip flop is for uh, first it will trigger the A1 and then it will go for B1. It's like pressing E, it will open, and pressing E again, it will close. So that simple are the flip flops. Here's the door. We need the door thing in the graph to assign it. So I will pull the through from door and set rotation because we need a rotation of our door. So set relative rotation, and here mm, yeah, this is how the rotation takes place. So we will note down the value of it, which is 90, as we saw that. And after closing the door, uh, we'll like set a relative rotation here, and once we click it again for which will trigger the B1, it will go back to the previous value. So we'll be let it be 0. So this is how things will work. It will go here, and yeah, now we are done with the blueprint part. We will compile and save. Yeah, this is whole thing, and we will drag our door into the scene to playtest it if the things work correctly or not. And here, if we get into the door and press E, yeah, this is how the door gets open, and that's the whole thing.